Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you've been enjoying them. I've had a unique situation today where I've had time to make a few of them. So I'm going to be spreading them out, during this upcoming week here. I posted one, last night, my 25th video that I've done, kind of give some background information on me. And today I had a chance to do one about the continuing series about my time in the Army. I did one earlier today about my favorite video game system, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And this one, I'm going to be talking about one of the dreams that I had, what I call a surreal dream. I had this September of 2019, and it's still pretty fresh in my mind, oddly enough. It was one of those dreams, that I've talked about dreams in the past where sometimes I'll have one that is just so vivid and stays with you, whereas a dream normally, you wake up and it's gone. This is one that kind of stuck with me for a while, so I was able to write it down and go from there. So, guys, if you've been enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell up there so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. I try to do it on a fairly regular basis. Um, if you enjoy the video, definitely like it. Leave a comment down in the bottom if you don't like it. If you did like it, tell me about one of your dreams. Anyway, let's jump right into this one. This shouldn't be the longest video, but we'll see what we can do here. Anyway, this dream involved one of my best friends from the army, a girl that lives up in Illinois, and she's always telling me I need to get up there and see her. Come to Chicago. And in most days, between work and family obligations, I'm lucky if I have enough time to find Chicago on a map, much less come up there to see her. And it's not that I don't want to, and I hope to see her again one day because she was a really good friend. We didn't talk for many years, and then she found me on Facebook, and we've been back in touch with each other, ever since, which has been a really cool thing. I'd love to come up and see you someday. We'll go see a Cubs game or something, have a deep dish pizza. Anyway, but she was in this dream, and there was three other guys in this dream, and I kind of like their faces seemed familiar. I couldn't place them. I don't remember their names. They weren't like super clear, but just to me in the dream world, their faces were familiar. Anyway, so in this dream, me, my friend from the army, and these three guys were walking around a department store, and it looked kind of just like this department store that my mom and stepdad used to work at back in Manhasset, New York, when everybody lived up there. At the time it was Abraham and Strauss. It became a Macy's later, so that was the layout of the dream, the background. Um, anyway, so we're walking around, talking to people in the store, talking to each other, talking to family, friends, things like that. Well, then I come to realize that two of the guys died. But the thing was, they were still moving around. They were still talking. They were still interacting with people in the store and family and friends, and just like they knew they were dead. We know, like everybody knew they were dead, but they're still kind of animated, which was really kind of weird. So I kind of was trying to figure out what was going on with that. They both turned this like bluish gray color, sort of like if you've ever seen George Romero's Day of the Dead, the original one, sort of like that zombie-ish kind of color. I mean, their bodies weren't like decomposing or decaying, but they just have this bluish gray hue to them. It's kind of creepy, So all of a sudden, well, I'm talking to my army buddy, this other guy, they kind of disappear. So we're like, well, where the heck did they go? They were just here a second ago. So the three of us split up, and we're kind of going all over the store trying to find them. We're calling out their name. We're going up and down the escalator, going up and down the stairs, walking all around. We can't find these guys worth a damn. Well, all of a sudden, I come across one of them, and I see him, and I call out to him, and like he's standing completely motionless. He doesn't move. He doesn't react to me calling him. And as I walk up to him, like, dude, where did you go? Again, completely motionless, but he's got a big smile on his face. And I'm kind of like, what the heck is this guy smiling about? Um, then he he kind of like vanishes into thin air right in front of me. So I was like, okay, what is going on? Anyway, we get back together. Me and my army buddy and this other guy that's left because now two of them are dead. And all of a sudden we're in this city, and it's kind of like te- uh, techno punk, dingy slash cyber, like any American big metro city would do. And we're there again with a large group of our friends and family, and everybody's kind of talking amongst each other and whatnot. Um, you know, and I just kind of got this feeling like something was off, and I sort of like quickly, kind of peeked down at myself, and I'm like, man, my skin is turning this bluish gray that this guy just, both, I should say, the two guys that died were. So I start kind of freaking out, and I kind of start doing this, and I'm like ice cold to the touch. But by now, my army buddy has kind of wandered off. The other guy has wandered off, and most of the family and friends I was talking to, because like, it was a big group of mine, hers, the other guy, whatever. Most of them kind of dispersed. There's only a few of them there, and I'm telling them like, hey, we're trying to talk to them, but it's like they hear me, but they're kind of talking amongst themselves. I was like, hey, I'm going to go out and try to find everybody. So I go out, I try to find everybody, and going all over the city and calling out to them. Nobody sees me. Nobody hears me. So, all of a sudden I look down on my right hand and there's a train ticket. And it's like one of those big, novelty things like you'd see in like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something. And I realized, okay, man, I'm short. I look at my watch, or I looked at it like a clock up on a building, something like that. I'm like, I'm short on time. I got to hurry up. I got to haul ass back to the train station. So I take off running, and I'm running toward the train station, and it's I'm going like flying down this long set of stairs, and I see the train in front of me, and my army buddy's there with the other guy, and they're like, "Hey, hurry up! You don't want to miss the train. Hurry up! Come on!" So they're like standing in the door as the bell's going off, the train's getting ready to leave. I haul ass. I jump through the door closes, and then the train sort of like transforms, whereas it was like a dirty subway looking kind of thing that you would have seen in New York in the 70s. It transforms into this like futuristic looking thing on the outside, and it takes off. But on the inside, it still kind of looks like an old city bus or a city train or something like that. So I look at them, and they're also blue and gray, but they don't seem to be aware of it. I'm kind of aware of like, hey, now I'm a darker shade. Actually, I look down at myself. I'm a darker shade, so I'm kind of like, guys, have you noticed anything? Do you feel off or anything? They're like, no, no, no. Both of them, my army buddy, she's like, I'm fine. The other guy's like, no, everything's cool. What are you talking about? And I guess I went to bed hungry because I like literally felt hungry. Not only in the dream, like I felt hungry, so to speak. So I asked them, I was like, guys, are you hungry? Have you been hungry this whole time? Not to be graphic. Anybody got to, take a pee, or take a dump, whatever? And everybody's like, no, no, nothing. And we realized this is after a long passage of time. Nobody's hungry. Nobody has to go to the restroom. What's going on? So I come to realize that the three of us are now dead. Like, they're not aware of it, but I'm very much aware that we're dead. And just like the other two guys in the beginning of the dream, we're still animated. So I'm trying to figure it out. And I realized that we're kind of like in a place in between. We're not in heaven. We're not in hell. I don't know if you want to call it purgatory. We're just in this in between place. Time has no meaning in this place. We're no longer bound by the shackles of our mortal coils. By our bodies. It's kind of like we're spirits, mental, our souls. However you want to describe it. So I'm looking around and I'm like, I can't even see my loved ones anymore. I mean, I might see like one or two or something like that. But I'm trying to talk to them. They don't hear me. They're ignoring me. Same thing with them. Anybody they're trying to talk to, and it hits me. And this was kind of like one of the mind blown parts of the stream. I realized that we're talking to our loved ones, but it seems like it's in real time for us in this place. But for them, it's maybe weeks, months, days, even years later. We're actually haunting them. We're stopping them from mourning and moving on with their lives and getting over us because we think, from our perspective in the stream, that we're just interacting with our family, our friends, our loved ones. We're talking to them, but we're actually haunting them in the quote unquote real world of the dream. I don't know if this is making sense. I'm just trying to explain it as best I can. So I'm trying to explain this to them, and they kind of see it a little bit, but they're not quite ready to grasp it. And I would tell them, I was like, look, we feel alive only because a part of us is not willing to let go, you know? So it kind of sinks into them that, yeah, the three of us are dead here. You know, we kind of realize the scope of the situation that we're in. Um, so I convinced them that, look, guys, we're dead. The only reason we're still here is because we're not letting go. That there's a part of us, whether it's subconscious, whether it's purposeful, we don't want to let go. But the reality is, we're dead. We're on this train. This train is, the next stop. We need to let go. But of course, I'm like scared shitless at this point. I really don't want to let go because I don't know what's on the other side, what's beyond. Didn't want to do it myself, so I convinced him like we lock arms, like the three of us, and when we do that, there's sort of like a little portal thing that opens up, And I was like, let's do it together, guys. On the count of three, 1, 2, 3, because I didn't want to go. My army buddy she didn't want to go. This other guy didn't want to go, but we just realized that we had to. So we kind of walked into this thing, and we just sort of faded away, and then I woke up. So that was last September of 2019. I wrote about it the next day, and then I kind of eventually turned it into a post on my Facebook page. But I call it the Surreal Dream, and it was very profound having this dream. I've always had an interest in the paranormal and ghosts and UFOs and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to make a video about that in the future eventually, but I never looked at it from that angle, and it's just amazing to me what the subconscious mind can show you or can try to tell you when you're sleeping, or can open your viewpoint up. I've never known what dreams represent. I've tried to do research on it, but I never really get very far with it. But I've always kind of wondered, like, I have these crazy dreams sometimes, and like I said, 99% of them you forget them, you wake up, they're gone. But every once in a while, I have these that I can remember. And like I said, I'll get up real quick. I'll kind of jot it down, or try to write an outline or something like that, so that I won't forget it. Now, this one wasn't like my previous dream videos where it was like a recurring dream. This is just a one-time thing. Just kind of out there, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Like, yeah, so this is a little bit shorter video. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a minute, but I just kind of wanted to share that one with you guys. I thought it was kind of interesting. Like I said, I call it the Surreal Dream. So I turned it into a short story, a very short story, but I ended up writing that and getting that copyrighted. So again, nobody try to steal my work there. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, I'm going to see if I have enough time to make another video or two here tonight. And then I'll just kind of pace them out, over the weekend, or the rest of the week, because this coming week I've got a whole laundry list of stuff I got to take care of, personal stuff. I got a doctor's appointment. I got all this other stuff I'm going to be obligated with, and work and whatnot. So, if I can kind of build a little library going forward, and then I can just kind of release them a day at a time, so that people have something to watch here. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed this video, I encourage you to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, tell me about it, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. If you have crazy dreams or something, or you have any kind of comments or suggestions as far as what that whole thing might have been meaning, I'd love to hear it. Definitely, if you've been enjoying my channel, please subscribe to it, hit that little notification bell up top, and I will see you guys in the next video.